What's going on, guys? I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia at the Delta Flight Museum. I stayed, last night was my last night on my tour. I stayed in Atlanta, visited a buddy. So now I have a few hours before I'm airlining home, so I am here in Atlanta, and I'm gonna walk you guys through the Delta Flight Museum here at Hartsfield Airport. Um, it's open to the public. You guys got to pay us 15 bucks to get in, and then on top of that, we'll go from there. So enough of me. Let's show you around. Well, as you walk in, this is the first aircraft you get to see. It's the old reliable DC-3, Delta Airlines DC-3. I'm kind of reading a lot of the history about Delta and everything and learning it, but really Delta started out, the founder was a crop duster, and it was pretty cool. I'll show you the aircraft here, but it was in Monroe, Louisiana. You would crop dusting, and then they kind of built off of that and went into air carrying and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting that Delta, an airline like this, puts on a museum of this magnitude. It's really, really neat. They take good care of these aircraft. Here's what a radial engine looks like with the cylinders. You got a master rod, and then all this is the connecting rods and different things. But it's pretty cool to see a display like this, so you can see all the cylinders moving. They have a beautiful radial engine here.
But he said, nah, he's too sore.
You guys can see here, these are magnetos, carburetors up here. This is what I was telling you about with the crop duster. This is the aircraft they designed. I believe they call it. All right, so as you guys can tell, I'm in a big hangar. I'm sorry, a lot of metal, different things like that. I'll make this quick, but in a hangar, I'm not sure if I'll get good reception. Here, I'm going to show you guys the data plate here. This is a Wright 1820. Hamilton Standard propeller. This is a little display they have. It's as you guys can see, yaw, pitch, roll in there and do a little demonstration. It doesn't turn to the left all that well. You can see here, guys working it. There's pitch, up, down, left, and right. Well, I'll kind of move on over this way. The two guys that keep talking and everything. So this is the Travel Air 6000. If you guys watch my videos over in Urbana, Ohio, the Mid-America Flight Museum is getting their Travel Air 6000 redone, and this is exactly what it's going to look like when it's finished. Hello everyone that is watching. Matthew, my mechanic, is on here. So this Travel Air is 1929 also. Top speed, well, 90 miles an hour here. You can't see 5 passengers. And it's pretty cool. One thing about Delta, like I said, they started with crop dusting. And then they started doing airmail. You guys can see here. All right. Then they had Lockheed Electras doing more airmail and stuff like that. They actually had Fokker triplanes, which these Fokker triplanes were built in Teterboro, New Jersey. So that's a Fokker trimotor. If you guys look here, that's a Stinson SB1, or not a SB1. That's a Stinson biplane, which is SB1. Jim Hammond's built one of them. It's the only one that's going to be around. Check that out. If you guys see that Travelair 6000 stuff, you'll see the seats that Doug had redone. So back to the Travelair. Some fun facts here, if you guys are really interested. Travelairs were designed by Lloyd Stearman, Walter Beach, and Clyde Cessna. You guys should know who those people are. Beautiful display here with the Travelair. And if you guys got questions, I might be able to answer them. All right, here's more of the DC-3. There is a new YouTube channel that my buddy Isaiah and his dad got me to start watching. It's called Plane Savers. You guys could check that out. There's a lot of vintage DC-3 flying, C-46s. But look how well maintained this airplane is. Pretty cool. You guys know what this is? I have not piloted DC-3. Matthew, I'll give you a cockpit tour. I can't do the Travelair. It would be sweet, wouldn't it? They won't let me get in it. I'm going to go over here and show you guys. Here's a Waco hanging up in the theater. Check that out. Really cool video that I watched earlier. I'm going to hold another YouTube video about all this. So let's see if the lights come on. Motion lights. Doesn't look like it. There we are. These are all models. I think in 2008, maybe Delta bought Northwest Airlines. This is a little photo plane for kids. And as I was walking through here, you guys can see here, quality begins with people. That's the founder, C.E.W. Woolman. But man, that is so true. You got to have good people. So that's a 1936 Stinson gull wing, Reliant, I think they called it. Yeah, here we go. Had a Wright 670 on it. Pretty awesome. I'm gonna go through here because it's kind of like a taxiway. Blue lights. Here we are, going into the jet age now. We left the prop era. If you guys can see here, there's a 767. Here's another thing that's really cool. A DC-9 tail. I flew DC-9s for 3.5 years for USA Jet. So this is pretty cool to see. I took some pictures of it, obviously. So they have the 7.6 open. I'm going to walk up there and show you guys. There's some stairs right here. Back to work. All right, Matthew. We'll see you, buddy. What happened to the front of DC-9? Might be used for testing. I'm not sure. They have a DC-9 50 series outside on display, and then the 7.4 is on display also, which I might be able to. Well, I don't want to walk back over there, but you can go inside the 7.4. It's pretty nice. They've taken good care of it. I believe Delta did fly DC-10s. So here we are. Hopefully I don't lose you with all the metal and reception. We got all the circuit breakers in the ceiling there.
Georgia and initially Alabama. We'll go up to over Lake Altoona, and we're going to go over Carter's Lake. Then from there we'll proceed up right around Blue Ridge and Blairsville. Between Blue Ridge and Blairsville, we'll come around Brasstown Falls, which is the highest point in Georgia. And then we'll head south over Lake Lanier. We'll pass by Stone Mountain so everybody can have a nice view.
So inside this 7.6 is pretty much a museum. A lot of, I guess, flight attendant uniforms, how they progress through the different years. Here they are, Delta's new uniforms. I would say in probably the last 3 or 4 years, you've noticed Delta changing their brand. A lot of them wearing different uniform. Well, everyone's wearing different uniforms. Very nice, very well fitted, very well put together. I noticed that a few years ago. They definitely could work on the mannequins in here. They kind of look like scary Halloween cartoon characters or something. So the 747, oh, check this out, DC-8. All right, we'll go back out here.
Ship 102 logged more than 34,000 flights. And in addition, during her career, Ship 102 flew over 3 million passengers safely to their destinations. How about that for a spectacular?
I don't know if you heard that. It's flown over 34,000 hours, this aircraft. It's pretty awesome. This model or mock-up is closed, I believe, so I'm not sure It's a Lockheed L-1011. So I guess they didn't fly DC-10s. They flew L-1011s. That would have been kind of cool to get in. If you guys can see over here, there's a simulator, a 737 sim. You can actually rent time. You can come here and talk to them in the front desk, and they take you on a flight sim. Full motion, looks like a level D simulator. I can't imagine that being too cheap. All right, I'm walking on around here. So my flight leaves out of Atlanta here at 2:30, so I'm kind of rushing around a little bit. I did get here for a couple hours and walk around, and obviously I like the older stuff, so I see a lot of that. So here we are. You guys want some 737-200 time? Uh-oh. Doesn't look like he's doing too well right there. If you guys never seen a simulator work, that's what they look like on hydraulics. I'll run inside here and see how much the simulator is to rent, you know, to take you on a flight. But definitely looks like they're in a descent right now. You can always tell that a sim's working because if you guys notice, it's not connected, and here's the bridge. When it sets down, it'll go all the way down, and then the bridge will come down and fit right up to, there's a little door you can see right there. And then all the power's lost in the sim, so it doesn't, you know, hopefully start working again, and you're able to exit the simulator. Show you guys this real quick. There's the 7.4 that's outside. There's the DC-9 50 series. And I can't show you, but there's a 757 on the other side of the entrance. Looks like the sim is parked. So here we go. What did I tell you? There's the bridge. All right, they should be coming out fairly soon. So there's a simulator there for you guys. It's one of the early simulators. I don't know what era that is, but I'll go look. But a lot of World War II pilots and things learned off of that type of sim. I'm walking down some stairs, as you guys can see here. Yep, there they come out. He got a certificate. Huh. How was it? Excellent. He said it was excellent. So here's this simulator here. This is strictly for learning how to fly instruments. The guy is just got out of the sim. I'll ask him how much it was. Do you mind answering how much it was, or?
$425.
$425 for how long?
For an hour.
Wow. You mind being on camera for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Hey guys, this is the guy that was flying the sim, and he just got out. He said it was $425
For an hour, yeah.
for a whole hour. Man, that's great.
Yeah, it did a lap in the pattern at Denver, a lap around San Francisco Bay, 2 more approaches into San Francisco, river approach in DC, and then a lap in Hawaii.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you fly?
I do, yeah. I'm a private pilot.
Hey, that's great. So, private pilot, and Is getting to fly a 7.3 sim first time ever?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
I'm in town for work and had an afternoon, so I figured it was worth splurging.
Same here. I'm airlining out of here in about 2 hours, so.
Yeah, my flight's in about 4 hours, so
Okay.
same thing.
Well, pleasure, man. My name's Dewey.
I'm Zach.
Zach, pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube, Dewey Davenport.
Dewey Davenport?
Yep.
All right.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So Zach said it's what, $450 for an hour? You get to go and fly a full-blown sim with the instructor and everything. You can't beat that. You know, a brand new sim is like $12 million. So here's some different jet engines. This is the old DC-8 jet engine. So it's Pratt & Whitney JT3D-3 from Delta. It's a Douglas DC-8 61 series. A lot different engine than what is produced today. This is more like turbojet, I believe. And then what we have here is a high bypass. This is probably a 737 engine. Let's see. Airbus 318, 319, 320, 21, and 330. Boeing 7374. That can't be no more engine, but anyway, it's capable of maintaining components. All right, and here we go. I'm trying to run through this stuff real quick. I'm sorry. Whatever cockpit this has to be like a 7.2, because here's a flight engineer panel. And then the cockpit here for the co-pilot and captain. There's actually four throttles, so it might be a DC-8. I'll look at the display, but you guys see that round little wheel there? It's called a tiller wheel. A lot of jets have tillers. That's how you steer the nose gear. When they steer real sharply, they use a tiller wheel to do that. So let's go over here and take a look to see what this is. It's a conveyor cockpit. Oh my goodness. Didn't even know they were flying them. And last but not least, I'll take you guys into the gift shop. So one last look here. All right. So guys, I'm going to get off here. I was trying to read in comments as I was going on, but I couldn't read them all. I'm going to have to go catch a flight to get home. But anyway, I will catch up with you guys soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the Delta Flight Museum. Stop by here if you're ever in Atlanta. Like I said, it's $15. If you're crew members and things like that, you can get a discount and kind of go from there. But hey, it's a lot of fun. I had a few hours to spare, and I wish I would have done this sooner.